Alright, group call Wednesday 4th February. Let's get into it. Peer breakdown was already made and it was posted in the recordings. It's right here. So let's get straight into the trades. AP off the bat, we dumped like 150 points in 2 candles, so price is gonna give you a rebalance. Okay. Second off, even if we wanted to short displacement below this low, still no displacement lower. You literally just like template traded this candle right here, hoping that price is gonna rebalance and then start displacing on the second candle. Again, you're predicting, you're not reacting here. Right now, all I see is price swept lows. Yeah, we have SFTs at these lows. You're trying to see what price is doing. Okay, are we gonna reverse? Are we gonna rebalance? Or are we just gonna rebalance and continue? You had short bias, yes, but not the right entry, not the right trade here. So too early on the shorts. You didn't wait for enough confirmation to displace past these lows for displacement. And yeah, you saw same thing. Market open, we displaced lower. Okay, you have SIBIs you're referring to. All right, you see a rebalance. Okay, but where's the displacement to confirm we're gonna respect this rebalance and continue lower? There is no displacement to consider this the rebalance. All right, so be more patient with the second candle that's opening after the rebalance. So bearish candle that opens starts displacing lower. All right, especially at 9:30. 9:30. That's why you don't trade like early 9:30, 9:33, whatever, because price can literally manipulate a lot. All right, unless price is giving you a clear bias, a clear continuation day like that, you can easily get faked out and you can easily hit SL. For example, like today. All right, these days is where you have to be patient and actually just wait. Dumped off market open, yes, but we took out a significant piece of liquidity and wasn't willing to short or long. Was waiting for price to deal me its hand, so I marked out the OB. Started seeing price move towards the bullish side and slowing down bearish. If it wanted to keep dumping lower, it would have respected the CP and kept displacing, but it flipped, so I slapped the trade on, targeted in the middle of standard deviation level. No hesitation. I saw what I needed and I took it. Yup, clean. You see price, even though we're bearish, we're displacing. Nothing to confirm we're going to continue lower. We have this order block, we have a low that we swept, and we have SFTs as well. Alright, price starts to slow down and you see a CB disrespect. Entering long, stop loss below. Again, targeting the CE of the CB or negative 2.5 on the fib that you have marked out. Either way, good longs. Better than pattern trading the shorts. Entered off rebalance displacement. Personally, I did not see a reason for price to come back down to manipulate the rebalance and then continue. Unfortunate. Again, you don't know what price will do. Price can keep manipulating internally, then dump or pump. You know what I'm saying? Especially here, we don't see any displacement higher. Yeah, you have a rebalance inside the BISI. Okay, cool, but where's your displacement? You know, you literally just took this candle right here. Nothing happened after. We just started to slow down. We were chopping around inside of it. So wait for more displacement, specifically above this wick high right here. If you have a fat wick like this, you're waiting for displacement past it. Candle closure displacement past it. All right, you're not entering down here below it, hoping that price is gonna just start magically pumping higher. No, you're waiting for signatures. You're waiting for confirmation. So candle closure. I entered because the narrative was bearish and we displacement to the downside with candle closure. Okay, cool. Narrative is bearish. All right, you see us rebalance. Okay, but we just have one bearish candle. Nothing is after. We didn't even displace past this low right here. Okay, we literally just wicked it and then we started going back up higher. Right now, you're waiting for a second displacement candle. This displacement candle doesn't tell you nothing. It literally tells you nothing because it can literally just close like these other two candles that were here. All these four other candles right here, they could have closed the same way, just a wick. So you're being patient and you're waiting. Candle closure, then you're waiting for the second candle to open. Especially right here. Like right here, what are you like entering on? You know, you're entering at the very bottom, targeting this right here. Nothing. You're not targeting anything valid right now. It's not like a CE of BISI or like order block or CE of. You're just targeting this wick. Okay, that has no significance at all. Okay, price definitely will look to run this, but you're waiting for the proper timing, proper setup. Okay, if this bullish candle started opening displacing lower, okay, I would have understood the shorts if you took it, but right now it's too premature. You're not waiting enough. So river, be more patient, wait for the second candle to open and start displacing lower. I can't lie, today just shows me exactly why I can't be hesitating, because if I didn't hesitate on Monday and Tuesday, I'd be up on the week still, but now I'm down for the week and can't trade tomorrow. Exactly, bro. Tomorrow, just forward tested it. I don't know if we have bank holiday or what, but still, show up tomorrow and trade it on paper, of course, forward test it if you're not going to trade on your evals. But don't let this one loss today stop you from like not hesitating. All right, doesn't mean you tomorrow you go and hesitate or the next week you start hesitating again. No, it's just very unfortunate that the day you decided to not hesitate was the day that you took like a really shitty setup. You know what I'm saying? So show up every day. Coming into the day, I was bearish on the higher time frame because of the SMT we set in London session. Yes, that low we also said a few days ago is unprotected since it didn't manipulate any sort of significant structure. Correct. Market open, we displaced heavily to the downside. We then reversed without taking the draw, so most likely this switch is going to be a rebalance to send price lower. We then create a 1 minute bearish SMT. We accumulate for a bit after rebalancing into the wick. We displace heavily through C of the SIBI, and I take entries off that stop loss at the rebalance. I entered at where price internally manipulated. Exactly. Waiting for the next candle after the displacement. If this was the true displacement to start sending price lower and continue lower, the second one will literally just start displacing lower and you will be able to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Alright? So it's just about being patient for the second candle. Especially when we're in accumulation like this. You're waiting for displacement out of the range. Alright? Remember that, guys. Displacement, full body candle closure displacement out of the range. Above it or below it. Before you even think about taking longs or shorts. Alright? I wanted to see PXL get respected before taking shorts. It looked like we was respecting PXL and we had some sort of manip at lows. So I wanted to refer to the busy before confirming shorts or too long once I saw a displacement through it. Took shorts, forgot to calculate my SL. Exited at 40 points, accepted my loss. I wanted to reflect on the sport trade. Yup, again, correct bias, but not enough displacement to confirm we're shorting at. Alright, this is way too premature. Okay, especially how these candles were closing. Fat wick above. Alright, but cool. We have a fat wick. We should see price displace lower. But it didn't displace. It just slowed down. This was your sign that price is going to look to do some fuck shit. Remember that. Always, always. Every time price slows down, it's preparing to manipulate. Turtle swooping you at the lows or at the highs. So, wait for 2 candles displacement out of like chop before you look to take your shorts. In these type of scenarios, okay? When we have chop, you wait. You become more patient. You wait 60 seconds, okay? But when we have clean price action, price is just giving you straight continuation lower, you know, slight rebalance, but we're still dumping. Then you can look to take and enter like shorts, alright? SMT, turtle soup, order block tap, SIBI, disrespect. My TP was at the high, got edge. I closed for a loss after we went all the way back down. 40 points into my drawdown. Again, my nigga, clean longs, but bro, what are you TPing at? These highs, 930 highs. Especially when we came back up here, we respected the SIBI. We came back into an order block. We're respecting the order block. Alright? Stop trying to TP at like the very tops of ranges. Okay? You had the clean longs. 30 points, you know, if 30 points was not enough for you, you could have literally just went 1 to 1. You would have still hit 1 to 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, after this candle closed, a fat candle like this, and you see the next one start opening, just close your trade, bro. Stop trying to be greedy for an extra 5 points. Alright? What will 5 points do for you? With like 5 micros? Legit nothing. That's like $25, bro. So you lost 400 because you wanted to get 5 more points. Legit greed. Loud. Larry. Right now your biggest problem, bro, is greed. Like, you're able to spot trades now. You've got out of your losing streak. Just go for base hits. Build your consistency. I lost today, but I know exactly what my mistake was. I entered inside an accumulation, entered inside a fair value gap, and my SL was inside of a fair value gap. Yeah, exactly. You had the right short bias. Wait. You entered here? Okay, yeah. Here. You had the right short bias, but look where you're entering. You're entering too prematurely. Not enough displacement lower. We just have one bearish candle. Doesn't confirm anything. You know what I'm saying? This wick did nothing right here for us. So, for this wick to not even give us displacement the first time, what makes you think this random bearish candle that spawned out of nowhere is going to give us a displacement? Alright? Prematurely, wait for the second displacement candle to confirm we're going to start shorting. Hold myself accountable. I overtraded. That's it. Yeah, I lost, but should have just learned from it. But no, I lost 4 evals today. Then I lost 1K on a set of new evals. I have to be more patient and 1 trade a day. Again, bro, lockouts. Alright? If you're emotional, you blew your accounts on the day, stop. Get off the charts. Close your computer. Don't go on the website to try to load up more accounts, because what's going to happen, you're just going to blow the accounts. You're just going to donate $500, bro. Instead of going on the account on Top Step or TPT or whatever, trying to buy a new account or buy a reset, go on like a donation website or go outside, withdraw that money and give it to a homeless nigga. Alright? When you think about it like that, when you think about just giving your money away to a random guy on the street, you start being hesitant. You start being like, damn, do I really want to give him $500 like that? Like, do I really want to give him $100 for no reason? That's legit what you're doing on the charts. You're literally going on the website, giving that nigga $100 on Michael Paddock just for him to fuck you up the next day on like trade of it being down or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're literally donating money to them for free. That's how the rich get richer, by poor idiots being emotional and giving money to them. So stop giving money to these niggas. Alright, cool down. Literally, you have tomorrow. Relax. Don't think rational. Alright, don't make a decision when you're mad, angry, sad, depressed. Don't make a decision when you're in any type of emotional state. Always think it through, bro. I closed my trade before I hit SL. SL was big, so I was afraid of it getting obliterated. Again, today we had a lot of volatility. One way you could have easily combated this is by sizing down. Okay. Too early before we clearly disrespected the BISI. I still entered because the BISI displacement wasn't backed by any manip. Higher time frame, we are bearish with more deals below us. Plus, we displaced and closed below CE, which was my entry. Again, bro, Yusuf, you had the right trade. This bullish candle came out of nowhere. Literally no manipulation behind it. So this was just a rebalance back inside this order block. Here, you even have turtle soup price manipulating up here. Then you see price start disrespecting the BISI and we start displacing through it. Alright? So you had the right shorts, you had the right entry, your stop loss was in the right place. Just accept it. Stop being fearful. If you're fearful of the trade of losing money, size down. Legit, bro. Set your limits and walk away. Turn off your phone and walk away. Like, set your limits, TPSO, walk away. Apollo 1040 forward test. Trade took longer than a motherfucker. Clean shorts. Again, you see price respecting the order block that we made out of manipulation. Bearish bullish candle came out of nowhere. Respect of it. Entering. Bearish candle. TPing at the low of it. Yup, clean. Nothing bad to say, bro. Good shit. Draco. Continuation higher, not in favor, just based off. Overnight manipulation, rejected prominent levels. Shorts confirm price, not accepting higher price. External manip, validating lower price. Bearish manip, turtle soup, order light rebalance, bearish displacement. Yeah, here, beautiful. You have your SMTs here with this external price. Turtle soup as well. Order block, CE of order block being respected, and we're trading away from it, we're displacing away. You waited for candle closure, entering, TPing at that low for literally 30 points flat. Displacement first leg of price confirming lower intent. Yup, correct. And 1040 forward test, same thing. Manip, rebalance, displacement, clean, perfect. Again, bro, 30 points in and out like that in 1 minute. You don't even have to worry about price edging you. Most of you guys, most of the trades you were in today, they were up 50 points. They were above 50 points, bro. In and out fast. If you know what you're taking, you can literally size 1 mini, enter, and leave in like 2 candles. So, good shit, Draco. I read all this, but pretty much this dickhead, he blew his XFA because he was sized a bit, and he got emotional, and then he went and he bought XFA reset for like $500, $600. Then he came back and he full ported, and he pretty much made the buffer and he made the payout. So overall, he's break even, but he did act on his emotions, so he's a dickhead. All right. Again, SPAT, right trade, right narrative, everything. Just consider sizing. If we're so volatile, size down. 4 micros, 5 micros. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in with like multiple accounts at once. I know TradeOvit had a problem, so it's not that deep. But after that, after the TradeOvit problem was fixed, still, bro, make sure to account for all these other evals. Size down. All right. If you see we're dumping a lot off one candle, 100 points, you know today's gonna be volatile. All right. Even though we're not moving a lot, it's still the candles in it of themselves are like 30 points each. So this is the day where you gotta size down. Okay. Stop buying shit on emotion. Stop making impulse purchases, okay? Because you're just gonna go broke like this. As fast as you made that 7.7k payouts, all those payouts that you've made in the last 2 weeks, they can go away with a snap of finger if you keep purchasing these resets of like just emotions. All right, I promise you, they will come, they will go away as fast as they came. So hold on to your profits, walk away. All right, withdraw your money, put it in cash so you don't touch it. Okay, every time you're up 1,000, 2,000, whatever in your bank account, withdraw it. Don't keep it in there, because if you're mad, you angry, you blow accounts, you're literally just gonna waste all that money on evals, and you're just gonna go break even overall, like in trading. You won't even make any money from trading that way. Yep, shorts here are good. Preferably enter a bit sooner, but stop loss was in the right place, so it didn't really matter. Again, TPing at this external low. Not bad shorts, but yeah. These are the P&Ls. Not bad overall. You got lucky. I'm not gonna lie. Don't let this shit happen again. Follow my rules and I don't care about the trade. I need to wait for candle closure below the low for a valid setup. I expect a deep rebalance by a forced execution. My fault here. Focus to improve on this problem. The second trade is just a 1030 forward test aiming for a 1-to-1. Yep, you understood your mistake. Same thing here. 1040 clean. You see price made the SFT. We're accumulating. Price randomly starts pumping up. You know what I'm saying? Especially here around 1040. If we were bullish, why did 1020 not pump us higher? Why did we not go higher? Especially when we're respecting the BISI. How many times did we respect this BISI? Okay? It does not make sense. If we're respecting the BISI, we should continue being bullish and reversing. But no, this is manipulation. This is a manipulation, like accumulation, manipulation. This is the SFT that happened. ES took out this high, but NQ didn't. But guess what? This is still valid manipulation now. Alright? So your SFT order block is being respected and we're displacing away from it. Now you can enter shorts. Now you can target this low or this low. So very, very valid shorts trader. Jersey pattern traded displacement rebounds. Displacement in my eyes, though not a stupid trade, just one of those losses, a part of my data. Yeah, here legit pattern traded, no displacement lower to confirm we're gonna continue lower. So it's more about just waiting for price to legit give you those displacement candles lower. You understood your mistake. Kenshima, 1045 bearish narrative still. We got a rebalance higher to order block, a total manip that started displacing away. Faded AM because I was confused the whole time. Perfect, bro. Didn't force anything. Beautiful shorts. Yep. You know, price manipulated those highs. SMT order block is being respected. Random pump up. This came from news. Trump talking. So this legit is manipulation. News market making manipulation. Alright. We turtle swoop those highs back into the order block. We're just seeing displacement lower. You went to shorts targeting the low. And beautiful, you smacked. You accepted the risk and you smacked. Playmaker. Same thing, bro. Too premature on the shorts. Literally the second the candle that opened, you got raped. You wait for the second candle to confirm we're fully shorting. Alright, so just wait. Had bearish narrative, saw SFT form with the disrespect through BISI with displacement. Should have waited for candle closure. That leads to my question of when are times I should and shouldn't wait for candle closure. You wait for candle closure in days like these where price is chopping around a lot and it's not giving you clean price action. Okay, obviously you won't be able to tell when is clean price action or when it is not, but just looking at the candles in and of itself. Okay, especially when we're displacing a lot off 930. Okay, and you see 932, 933 start waking like this, then you have to be patient. Then you have to be like, okay, if I'm still thinking bearish, I want to see more displacement lower to confirm my bearish bias. All right, because right now if I short, price can continue going higher. It can literally respect this BISI and continue going higher. You know what I'm saying? So you wait for full candle closure when we have a lot of chop accumulation, prices being wicky. Okay, but you can enter on candles forming earlier when we're in a clean continuation, like after 10 a.m. after price started displacing lower, or at 10:20 or like 10:30, 10:40. That's where you can enter a bit sooner. You don't really have to wait for full candle closure because we're literally just seeing continuations lower. Yeah, JC, yep, it's valid. No, you're good. Nah, bro, it's bullshit. Same thing with Top Step, bro. Like on the days that a lot of people were making money, Top Step was down, and then everybody switched to Tradevent. Now Tradevent's down. You know, it's just people getting manipulated. Nah, there was signatures there for 930. Should have waited for candle closure. Loki forced the shit one trade a day. Lockout though. On to the next. Yep. Again, nothing to confirm we're gonna continue going lower. Yes, we have a wick inside the SIBI, but where's the displacement to confirm this is the rebalance? Alright. You have to wait. The second candle that's opening will confirm what the previous candle did. So if the previous candle literally took out the wick high of it and then the second one starts displacing, then I could be like, okay, yeah, that's internal manipulation. Now it's valid to short. You know what I'm saying? So wait for more confirmation, especially around these lows and around 930, because 930 is just very manipulative. Yeah, exactly. Same thing for Top Step. A lot of people on gold and silver, when they hopped on the metals, people were making a lot of money, like 100K on the account. So the people that were getting moved to live, bro, they had to pay them like 50K. You know what I'm saying? Just to move them to live, etc. So they're losing money, but they're also making money. So they're gonna have to like restrict some stuff. So that's why they got rid of silver trading, and some other stuff as well. So right now you can only trade micros on those, which is good because a lot of people were blowing their shit off. Took a shit trade, reading price reading a newspaper upside down, looking at manip as displacement due to mirroring my bias and not realizing until it's too late that the SMT was holding until it got closed above or ran through. Rough day, but I still learned about this lesson. Again, the fuck are you longing, my nigga? You're longing the very top and look at your stop loss. Like, yo, what is this SL, bro? Like, what are you gaining and what are you losing? You don't even have to like look at price. If somebody just shows me a trade that's like this, I'm not taking it. Like, literally forget about price action. This could be the cleanest price action. Price is guaranteed to hit this. But like, bro, this is just like miskeen. This is like very poor. Okay, bro. And again, lockouts. How are you losing $2K in one day? Remember, bone, size down, 5 micros, okay? Logical thinking, my nigga. Alright? And stop trying to target overpass DOLs that we have not even displaced past. If this candle did not displace past this high, what makes you think this candle or this candle is going to displace past it? You know, especially when we had the manipulation at the bottom. CB disrespect, BISI's opening and displacing higher. Like, if price is failing to displace past previous highs with cleaner price action, cleaner manipulation, what makes you think your trade that has weak manipulation, weak displacement is going to displace past it? Bearish, waited for a rebalance let's and enter, expecting it to go towards the DOL. Impatient, didn't wait for confirmation, rush and entry, thinking it would have hit, but it didn't. Pre-market, I felt off and weird, kind of locked out, but was still focused. FOMO and not waiting for full confirmation on a volatile day. Wait for full confirmation, don't rush anything, be patient. Now, okay, so you FOMO'd and you were patient enough. Exactly, bro. Legit. Again, no displacement lower. You didn't even wait for this candle to close. Like, this candle could have literally still displaced all the way up. Alright? Especially how this candle closed. It's like a wick. You're expecting price to rebalance or do some fuck shit. So, look at the candles. The candles are literally telling you what price is doing. We dump, but this third candle starts slowing down. We just have a fat doji candle. Price is going to look to like rebalance or like do something. So, the candles are literally telling you what it's going to do, but you guys are not paying attention to it. Yeah, I fixed it. Some live 945 took this based on manip at the lows, displacement through SIBI, rebalance displacement. My issue here was long at the first zero. I was too zoomed down, wanted to see all the liquidity get taken out, but this is not how I trade. So yes, I followed my entry criteria, but my TP was illogical. Second trade was paper, price manipulated a small turn of DOL. From this, we saw a nice reaction. That was not manipulation at the lows. The drop price on waiting for the displacement. Okay. Again here, yep, you can see this is like turtle soup, okay? But this displacement literally didn't even displace. You know, we're still inside this wick, this fat wick, all right? And at the same time, we're making SMTs. So this manipulation is just rebalancing up higher to like make us manipulate again. This manipulation is not valid. Why? Because we did not have the displacement for it. We did not see candle closure above this wick high, you know, or above these highs right here, all right? And all this low resting liquidity, by the way, it got taken out on ES. ES made the SMT, by the way. So even if you were trying to long back up here, it was not valid. Why? Because ES already quote unquote took this out since both pairs are correlated. And 1040, way better, bro. Way better. You see the SMT, you see the order block being respected. Again, price manipulates back inside of it. Displacement, rebalance, displacement. Entering shorts, TPing at the low. Perfect. Avoid this, take this. Alright. Bearish order flow, trade against narrative, took a long with no proper manip to push price higher. We also respect the order block that was formed. This was impatient and me feeling like I needed to trade. Exactly, bro. You literally just see the displacement candle and you FOMO'd inside of it. You literally just got swayed by emotions, alright? You already know why this didn't work out, so I'm not gonna like repeat over and over, but yeah. We're just bearish and we're expecting so much bearish PDRs. Apollo. I would delete it to Apollo. Alright, Jonathan, clean shorts, order black respect, displacement, entering on it. Stop loss perfect to the internal low. Then once you see price displace past the lows, rebalance up, and then you cut the displacement again. Beautiful, good shit, Jonathan. So do I need to wait for a deeper rebalance considering we manipulated? Yes. Around 9:30, price is very manipulative. You know, it could sweep lower to go higher, it could sweep higher to go lower. Okay. But overall, you're gonna have rebalances. All right. So stop trying to catch 930 yourself. Like you won't be consistent at catching 930 or around 930. Be patient. Let price show you its hand. So once you see price slow down at 932, 933, be patient. Get all like literally just don't touch the chart for 2 minutes. All right. You will see price will either rebalance, then give you displacement lower to continue lower. Then you can enter all you want, target whatever easily. All right. Or you could have been safe and you could not have entered trying to predict the displacement after the rebalance, and price literally just continues reversing, and you know what I'm saying, you're just safe, you won't hit a sell. Having so much conviction to relative equal lows, the external low made me blind of how strong we reacted to that low. Yup, again, you can literally have the most stacked lows, most liquidity at the bottom, but bro, you have to see how prices reacting near it. All right, you see prices slowing down, it's giving us a rebalance, but where's the displacement lower? You know, if it's relative equal lows, price is gonna look to go deeper. It's gonna look to dig deeper, take more out. It's not just relative equal lows. Okay, so here again, you just pattern traded it, and you were just too focused on the outcome. You know. Let me check. Unemployment claims and JOLTS opening at 10 a.m. So 9:40 should be good. Can't listen because I'm at work, but here's my trade from this morning. D-risk micro, so not big loss. Balance is a little over 94k. Again, bro, not enough displacement higher. Literally, price is still dilly-dallying. This candle didn't even close fully bullish. If it closed bullish, alright, cool. But the way it closed, garbage. Alright. Avoid these longs in Duca. Legit, especially when we dumped at 9:30. If you were gonna look for longs off this candle, you know, this would have been valid to take longs here, targeting C of the CIBI or legit 1-to-1, which would have been met anywhere here. On NQ next to it. Yeah. Chart on NQ and execute on MNQ. If you're trading on Tradevit, I mean on Top Step, chart on Top Step, and then you can like chart on Tradevit, chart on TradingView, and then execute on Top Step. That's what I do. Is it permissible to enter at 950? I have it in my rules to lock out by then. Should I extend it to 955? Because days like today, I had the correct narrative and everything, but wasn't able to take it. Yeah, not every day will you have the same entries, so you just literally have to show up and execute. You know, if by 950 and you see price still hasn't done anything, 955 whatever, lock yourself out. Okay, you don't even have to lock out. Just literally step away from the charts. You see nothing. There's nothing to take, so don't FOMO into a trade. Don't feel any like emotion into it. Alright. But just don't auto lock out if you don't see anything at 9:33 or 9:40. Just be patient. Not every day will you have the same OTE. Thank you, brother. I only took one mini with the reset account, but you're right. I told my students got lucky today with the payout. I will not let this happen again. Every time I've done this before, the account is blown. I understand I got lucky and messed up. Thank you. Yeah, bro, that's bad. Get in control before they control you. No, not FOMO. This trade, it's a pattern trade. Yeah, pretty much legit. Rebalance, yes, but there's no displacement lower. We don't even see like a clean displacement or even like candle closure lower. Alright? You just want to wait for price to start displacing lower. Alright? Specifically below this low. We didn't even see it like displace a lot. Maybe by like 1 point, maybe, but like it just tweaked this low and then just started reversing. So you're waiting for more displacement past the low. Specifically, once price starts displacing like 75% to like 60%, 50% of the wick, and we're seeing nice displacement lower, then it's valid for you to enter shorts there. But we literally don't even see any like bearish candle opening lower. Aside from the Trump rebalance, the trades I took were okay though. I was mainly making sure for closure out of accumulation. Let me look back at it. The 1041 was good, but let me check. Where the hell? This one was good. Yep. Stop loss at the rebalance. Yeah, this one was good. As long as you accept the risk and you put your stop loss at the high right there at the rebalance. Alright. That one was good. This one, a bit too late in the shorts. I'm not gonna lie, preferably here as this candle starts displacing lower, because you can see it. We rebalanced, but now we're having displacement lower. So you could have entered anywhere in these three candles. All right, shorting literally this low right here, or like 1-to-1, which would have been met easily. But here, way too late. You know what I'm saying? We just see price continue lower, 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 lower. Don't want you shorting at the very bottom right here. All right, preferably like in the middle right here. Here, I know we had this low, but this low was insignificant. This low won't do nothing for us. All right, especially since we didn't even see a continuation higher. And besides that, these shorts were good. Just enter a bit sooner, like here on this candle. Any of these candles right here would have been fine. Stop loss was good though, so yeah, most of the trades were good. I had to run to go pray, and you covered my trade. Can you give me a quickly recap? Yusuf, yeah, pretty much, bro. Accept the risk. All right, you had the right idea and everything. Just accepting risk, okay? Set your limits and walk away. Would shorts in this case after the wick be valid if we didn't just meet an internal draw? Like if it was just a continuation sequence, or either way, do you need closure below internal low? What do you mean? Shorts would have been valid here if we had a bearish candle lower. If this, instead of this was bullish, if it was bearish and we're like going lower, yeah, it would have been valid. All right, and I'm not gonna target this low, especially when we like wick this. If price is gonna displace lower, it's gonna look to go like lower to the next draw. All right. Bet APL, see you, bro. Bet Trizzy, love. Rohan Air was bearish, but then we manipulated low, then we reversed the CB, so I went long. TPSL could have been better, and I should have entered way earlier, but it still worked out. Yeah, you had the right longs, but it's a bit late. I'm not gonna lie. Your TP did save you. Hopefully it was 30 points you were targeting, or like anywhere around there. But overall, just a bit sooner as this candle was starting to displace. I know it's kind of hard to catch them sometimes, but just all about reaction speed and just yeah. Overall, not a bad trade. It still worked out. So let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In what scenario should I wait for candle closure? Some trade ideas we run without waiting and it plays out, and other I don't wait and get fucked. When we have accumulation, when price is chopping around and it's slowing down. Okay. So many like. Did they remove the one-click trading on Top Step? I'm not sure. I always had it on, but I'm not sure. S-bands. When price is slowing down and it's chopping a lot, you wait for candle closure out of it. Alright? But when we're seeing clean price action, prices continue lower, it's going lower, you enter. You accept the risk and you enter. Alright? That's it. How far would you go justifying losses? I always over justify what the trade lost and the mistakes I made and end up over contemplating trading for the next day. I don't justify my losses. Just take accountability, bro. Accept the risk. Oh, I'm not check the settings or contact support, but take accountability for your losses. All right. So if you longed when we're clearly bearish or there's not enough confirmation, be like, okay, I misread it, whatever. I mistook this, whatever. All right. The only time you can justify losses if it's Trump is tweeting something at like 10:36, which is today. You know, you were shorting the bottom. Yeah, that was like kind of avoidable, but we're in a short sequence. But like Trump tweeted out of nowhere, so you kind of had SL because of that. So the only time it's justifiable is like when Trump is like speaking or doing something. If we have bearish narrative and we rebalance it to a SIBI, then displace, is that valid or does that have to be some sort of manip every time before I enter? No, it's valid to take because you already have manipulation. You can't have displacement without manipulation. So us displacing already and prices rebalancing is just giving us like a re-entry. So you're not going to take the rebalance candle. You're waiting for the next candle to open. As it's displacing, you can, if you're like familiar with the trading or like the macro or whatever, you can take the candle as it's displacing. But if you're still new, I would suggest just waiting for candle closure and then entering on that, right? And it would be way better that way. When we're chopping, when price is literally here, let me show you an example. Boom, price is chopping, you have displacement, price rebouncing back inside the BISI, but we're still chopping around, we're not seeing any displacement higher. Okay, if I want to take longs, I'm not gonna start taking longs right here, right? Stop loss at the low, maybe targeting past the high, trying to like target all the way up there. Because what price can do, it can literally turtle soup the high and then reverse and start selling off, okay? That's not what I'm taking, all right? If price is chopping around, accumulating, I'm waiting for displacement, past the high, rebalance, then I'm catching the displacement here. Because if price didn't reverse here, it's clear continuation, okay? This is where you wait when we're chopping around, when price is chopping around, all right? Literally basic AMD, A, your accumulation, all right? Your manipulation, price is manipulating because it can literally turtle soup this high, then sell off, okay? Then displacement, then you have your distribution where price literally just displaces past the high, gives you a small rebalance, then continues displacing. That's how you differentiate, all right? And this is the difference where you can literally just enter, okay? You have BISI respect, price is respecting the BISI, whatever, all right? And now you're seeing displacement. You see price displacing higher. You can enter here, stop loss at this low, targeting past it. Why? Because price did not slow down here. It did not slow down. It literally just came back inside the BISI, respected it, then we're displaced higher. All right? Same thing here. This is just this. All right? But this is like when we're chopping around, we're accumulating. All right? Avoid longing here. All right? Long here. The setup will look like this. Price will come back inside the BISI, respect it, and then just continue flying off. All right? It won't like slow down for you. I want to recap from UG. Okay. Okay. From gold. Overall, it's good. Your break even, Dreda, is bro. Focus up and you can easily pass the count. No stress. Alright. Overall, you're still doing good. Good. Your losses are not more than your winnings or your winners. So you're chilling. You're doing good. Continue. Of course, Pen. Yeah, turn this off, John. What about when we accumulate, take the lows and run? Sometimes after manip we run, and others we manip again then run. That's where manipulation happens. So if you have displacement, rebalance, chopping around in the BISI, okay, if price comes back, manipulates these low, depending on how deep the BISI is, alright, if we're still inside like the CE of the BISI, this can be considered valid manipulation. Now you have valid turtle soup, and now you can long, okay? But you're TPing where? At these highs. You're not TPing past it. So again, if you have internal manipulation, you can take the longs here, TPing at the highs, alright? You're not like longing here, trying to like target the very high of it or the like extra high, and boom, price, what does price do? Turtle soups that high and then continues going lower, okay? Because if you look at it from like 15 minute, 1 hour, whatever, this is all accumulation still. On the 1 minute it might look different to you on the lower time frame, but on the higher time frame, it's still all accumulation. Remember that. And when I mean higher time frame, I just mean 15 minute or 5 minute. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute. This is legit. Let me show you the 1 minute. I zoom in, you see, wow, big displacement candles. We're displacing, Sibi respect, we're displacing lower, blah blah blah. But zoom out, bro. It's legit all accumulation. Like price is still chopping down barely, like slowly. Today, how you understand price is going to rebalance deep and you don't take a trade like I do? The 932 candle. Where's the candle? This one. Wait, no. This one. 932. When this candle started wicking like this, I'm waiting. Alright, I'm waiting to see what price is doing. Here, this doesn't tell me nothing. This would be a clean rebalance candle if this candle started displacing lower. If we see displacement lower. Like, lower from here. But we didn't see that. We just see price started chopping around and start reversing. From here, I was like, okay, price is going to look to either rebalance deep or reverse. So I'm just waiting for more confirmation. Here, nothing. Legit, no displacement higher to confirm that we're going to go any higher. Price is still chopping around. And just looking at ES is legit lagging behind. So, sitting on my hands for that. Yeah, low genuinely we're going lower. High key we're going lower. This is gonna get ran. This is gonna get ran. I ran. Is it when we accumulate, we wait for manip, and when we displace, we bounce displace? No need to wait? Yeah, legit. Alright. Any questions to wrap up? Cool. Bet. Longs over here were valid. At 932. Right here. Longs as we were displacing past the high, Sabia's respect, manipulation, order block respect. Valid here. 935, 934. Yeah, you're not taking them at 933 because there's no confirmation. You know, it could be a rebalance, then disrespect the order block, or reversal. So you're just waiting. You're waiting for signatures to get respected. Bet love Lucas. Yeah, after where we had confirmation of civil disrespect. How do you get better at entering without candle closure in order to get an earlier entry? Discretion, trial and error. So Rohan showing up every day forward testing, like today for example, today you would have been able to tell why this displacement did not work out, why this worked out, etc. So just showing up every day, paper trading it, and just taking entries like displacement candles. What's the difference behind them? Some candles they give you nice continuation, others just give you wicks. Alright? And from there you will be able to spot them. So for example, when we're like chopping around and you see a displacement candle, you'll be like, okay, wait, let me wait for the second one to confirm that we're truly displacing. From there you'll slowly like just keep it in your mind in the back of your head. So when you're trading, 2-3 months from now you'll be able to spot the difference between like weak candles and like good candles. Thought it was a random low and we had bearish narrative the entire last time I took it. I got fucked going against narrative. Yeah, here we had respect of it. So the previous trades you were taking, you were literally like, think of it as like this. You were, how can I do it? So like, you were pretty much trying to reverse, like you're trying to catch the short here at the rebalance, then we see displacement lower. So imagine this candle right here starts displacing lower and you check to long right here. You tried to long, stop loss at the low, but this candle starts displacing lower and started opening lower. That's literally the trades you were taking, SPNs. Yeah, you were trying to predict where price is going. But today, you would have seen we displaced. Okay, but for reversals, I want to see like more confirmation. Sibi disrespect, order block respect, more displacement. Alright? You would have had it here at this third candle. So 3 more minutes after what you would have originally taken. Should I go full micros with the XFA at buffer and then group trade the fresh lucid XFAs and find the next evals with 1 mini? Trade the XFA at TPT with 4 micros and then just double the sizing for the rest of the accounts on TradeSyncer. Actually, don't double it. If you can, just go 2 micros extra, or you can just keep them all at 4 like regular sizing. Cause what do you call it? Cause some days like these, where the volatility is in play, you won't be able to calculate it very properly. Yeah, you really don't need to see internal manipulation. Internal manipulation is if we built structure for price to take out. All right. Yeah, but it's only on TradeSyncer. Top step, no. Best pep. Alright. See. I still trade with 10 micro or more. Yeah, maximum 10 micros, Rada. Nothing more. Sam is saying we need internal manip, but if we get Sibi, BUSY disrespect, do we no longer need to see internal manipulation? No. Not really, no. Because here you have Sibi disrespect and you see price is giving you a nice reversal, alright? Overall, you might not have like a full range reversal, but you still have like a trade to take. You still have the longs, to take, alright? But like if we were looking for longs, like for example here, if price was to like, if we didn't have manipulation up here, because this is technically internal manipulation, price taking out the highs here, took out all these highs, we displaced past it, we start displacing lower, price comes back up, okay, gives you internal manipulation. So this S&P was kind of internal, like even price taking out this high on ES. But yeah, this is what he means by like internal manipulation, is when price comes back up near that high, takes out accumulation near it, then continues going lower. So like here for example, again, displacement, rebalance, internal manipulation, more displacement lower, but internal manipulation is not necessary. How could we tell we don't need manip again to reverse? I mean, bro, if you have displacement, rebalance, displacement, price comes back lower, manips is going to continue going higher. Is going to look to manipulate, go higher. Unless price made manipulation up here, like externally sweeping out a draw, this is not valid manipulation now. This is just a low that price took out. Okay. So for example, if we have like external structure like here, and we see displacement lower, all right, price comes back up, takes out the high of it. So this is manipulation now. We have SMT, turtle soup, whatever. We're seeing displacement. Price comes back, accumulates. Before we sell off, you have your internal manipulation. You have your turtle soup, inside the Sibi right here, whatever. And now you're seeing displacement lower. Okay? But if you have a BUSY here and you see BUSY disrespect, you can take it. You can still enter on it as long as you have your stop loss above the Sibi. Entering here, 1-to-1, targeting this low or even lower, because you won't predict this top. You'll just trade price action as you see it. Yeah, first leg entries. And that's pretty much it, Most of these examples, they won't like apply every day. Price action changing, it changes every day. So you have to adapt and you have to get better. You have to improve. Alright? Alright, any wrapping up questions? Bet, Spence. If not, you guys are all good to go. Good day. Make it a good week. Alright, the week is almost over. 2 days left, so don't geek out. Don't blow accounts. Don't do nothing dumb. Make it count. Bet, bro. See you guys till Friday, and you guys have a good one.